Hey everybody, welcome back. We're doing the thing this week. I don't know what you want me to say. I'll be an alert citizen. Don't know what I mean. Me when I'm a citizen of alert, the northernmost region in Canada that's permanently inhabited. It's a little joke for the Canadians amongst us. Let me give you an egg. It's nice to know that we're going to be at full HP, but I'm not inspired by the squad yet. But we did get a 10-piece in our last episode. We went 5, 8, 10. And I'm going to say there's nothing wrong with that. 2 meats must be frozen. I think it's probably time to acknowledge that, like, these teams are not really that good right now. So I'm embracing the fact that we're probably going to lose a little bit right now. Maybe we could make up for it with our meat. Even if our units are not that good, having equipment will go crazy. I'm just going to be a hater. We got really lucky we went up against, like, one of the worst imaginable squads for, like, this stage of the game. And then just go here, freeze a meat, roll me once more. A level. You know what I'm hoping to see in that one empty space? I'm hoping to see a clownfish, because that's... I think clownfish is like as close as you can get to the autopilot victories this week. We totally got out of this. I was sandbagging. Okay. Start here. I like the idea of a manatee. I'm going to sell high on a beaver. Drop a manatee. Give me some extra stats. And I can't not run a buffalo. So I would sell you, buy you. I think maybe the fish, like, I'm sorry to say it, your time has come. Buy a pig instead so the buffalo gets a little stronger. Have you buffing the buffalo as well. Friend bot. Okay, friend bot. I think you freeze a pill and wait for a turtle to show up. Look for good buyable friends. I think you're just like you're just a good pet. Maybe I don't need you right now, though. You guys aren't great buyables. What's a good buyable? Mouse is a good buyable. Potato would be good for our manatee. Pig is a great buyable. Lucky. I'll take it. Swan is buyable for sure. Not interested. Interested. If we're going to do it, we should do it like this. Buy clownfish first. We still get the buff. Buy this. You're going to level something to level 2. I'm not going to sell a manatee. I'm not going to sell a swan. I thought about doing it to get a mole in here. I mean, it is a great buyable sellable. Maybe we get the clownfish out of here next turn. Pig is also a good buyable sellable. I mean, this is like the perfect viable sellable situation right here. And then the clownfish is going to level. It's going to become quite strong. I think our buffalo's got a case. The buffalo needs garlic or a melon. I was going to say or both, but that doesn't really make sense. Okay, we're thinking our way through here. This is still frozen for turtle-based purposes. You can leave, Napoleon. Order. The order is sensible, I think. This is a 1-1 buff to somebody. Maybe that's not as savable as we would think right now. Mole me. And that's we've hit all the triggers on this turn. Roll me again. Another swan! That's perfect! I'm gonna run you at the front, and yeah, because there's not gonna be like any snakes or anything like that. By the way, eventually a turtle's gonna show up, and then I'm gonna look like a genius. Don't feel like a genius right now. You know what they say? Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Okay, this is our first loss. I'm not too concerned. I would say you're gone. You're back. A dinosaur story. No big buyable sellables. Lynx is just good. This is also good. No more turtle required. Sorry to tell you. A second manatee? Simply don't think it's good enough. I would do buy, sell, freeze it so that we could get another one out there later, and then you get a level 2 lynx, which is pretty solid. We don't need a pug to level. Another manatee as well. I'm always... Maybe add like one around. How much does that extend the lifespan of the manatee? It's got to be pretty reasonable. Okay, that was mighty close. So I'm still feeling really good, though. Especially considering we're rocking like a level 1 buffalo. Like, I think we're doing a good job. Hello, turtle. As you can probably tell, I'm pretty stoked. Hey, friend bot, but it's okay, it's okay. As you can tell, I'm pretty stoked that I bought tacos there. In a round where chocolate exists, I'm buying tacos. Isn't that a lyric from, like, Loser by Beck? In the time of chocolate bars, I was a taco. Something I cannot say. I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me? I feel like this is still good. I feel like we might want to get rid of a swan and get like a death touch world out there. Obviously, we could run like moose as well, but 5 damage. Not necessary. I can't believe I'm trying to keep you alive like slightly long. It just doesn't make sense. You take this instead. And you know what? I would rather have level 2 walrus. Very important and very important. It's another good viable sellable. No, maybe not. Maybe it's not that good now. We should have the manatee possibly buff something else, because I think our buffalo is going to be 50-50 soon. Holy cow. This is the most psychotic squad I've ever seen in my entire life. I hate you. Remain anonymous for your own well-being. Yes. Yes. You're such an interesting character. Gain trumpets. I think I'm gonna use you just because it's weird. At the start of battle, gain +1 for each 2 health this has. Triggers left this turn 1. Go for it? So I could make you level 2. What do you get at level 2? 2 trumpets for each 2 health this has. It's like, I mean, maybe 26 trumpets is more valuable than Death Touch. In which case, let's rock like this. We have a buyable melon armor, no turtle required. It's an interesting idea. All I'm saying is it's an interesting idea. Why did we get 15 trumpets? I did the math wrong, didn't I? For every 2 health, right? For every 2 health. That makes sense. Give me a buyable. Give me a... You might as well take that, because we're going to try to stack up some HP on you. I'll say, you know, honestly, for now, I think an eggplant maybe has more like 1 round delta than a 1-1 buff on a lynx with no payoff quite yet, and no guarantee we'll ever get it. I don't know. It seems like we made their team stronger, but we still won, so never mind. Go ahead. Still buffs our lad as well. Okay, you'd love to see it, I think. We're not really in the market, unfortunately, for a for an alpaca this time. It's interesting to see how this will shake out. How many trumpets you generating now, brother? 16? It's enough to be like a difference maker. Or is it? It's not enough to be a difference maker. Okay. It's still very nice to get this. Not interested. Oh, but you're going to be level 3 now. Something useful? I would like you to snipe more often to break more melon armors. Like, we could be running into, like, huge equipment differences right now. My snipes! I'm still chilling. Okay, that's great. You're going to be a level 3. You're close to... Okay, okay. I don't really care if the pug levels. It would buff you, I suppose. But if anything... This is very important. And then... If anything, I feel like maybe a melon on your dog, if your dog's going to be sticking around. But we're going to be going up against some pretty scary squads. But now I'm realizing, why am I stacking equipment on everybody? When, like, I'm also putting Death Touch on everybody. We got to 9, though. I would love the Highland Cow to level. Because I've never had it be a level 3. Okay, that's fine. I'm not crying or whatever. And to get the badge would be nice. I mean, I don't even know how to rate this animal, to be honest with you. But it's certainly doing something right now. They got their own Highland Cow. This is bad for business. It's not that bad for business. It's bad. It's exactly bad enough for business, but it gives us a chance to get a level 3 Highland Cow. Have some respect. There's our level 3. You should buff the walrus, I suppose. And we need the walrus to level. We're not going to get there. In that case, sure. You don't need to buff anything then. No, just keep buffing the Highland Cow, because you'll get more, you'll still get the stats, which will give you more trumpets. How's everybody doing? You got some melons? Brother, we did it. I don't believe it. Badge me? It's an animal I think I've, like, never used before. I'll take my badge. I'll take my badge. I'll pay you today for a badge. Tuesday I will. Okay. That's a big one. I think this squad is just fine. How about a big arm? You know, like Popeye? This squad is not good. This squad is not Viola Davis, my woman king. For now, take this. It's not Angela Bassett. It's not doing the thing. It's not Jamie Lee. It is all of us. Or it is not all of us, I should say. No, the mirror match. We draw? We draw. Okay. Call me THQ the way we draw. The way you draw? Whatever. Emperor Tamarin. I'm like a pretty big snooze on the Tamarin. But if we get... You're pretty useful too, honestly. Let's start with you. If we get a clownfish and then more tamarins, I think it could be something. Maybe not a lot, but it could be something. These bulldogs have got to get off the team, man. For now, I'll just combine them, but they don't really... They're not... They're just not... You know what? But maybe at level 2 they got something. I don't know. I don't know why I'm looking for a level 3 beetle either. Feed it some apples and start adding HP to units in the shop? That doesn't sound like my tempo. Not like this, man. Nah, okay, I'm thrilled for a draw. Sure. No, thank you. Don't really need a level from the pug. I've had an enjoyable time with the pug, but I'm not a pug guy this week. So I think the bulldog's got to go. We can run an ox. And the whole premise of the ox is that it's going to get 2 triggers. We haven't done ox runs this week, but it's screwed me up a lot in, like, the mid game. I've seen some pretty good ox runs. This may not be one of them. But if you get, like, something that dies and spawns something... Should take one of these just to mess them up. Sure. Sure. Yes, fantastic. Something that dies and spawns something, and then that gives you a trigger, and then a second trigger, and then a doorhead ant moves up, gives you a 3rd trigger. I think you can get some interesting stuff out of that. We still lost. We screwed up their squad so bad with the sheep moving forward, and we still lost. Bad sign. I think that this is our pivot. I think it's like roll, sell me into a moose, and thank you for your service. Like, you instantly become a pretty good unit. I think you maybe just sell like a swan first to get a turkey out there. I guess you should have gone turkey before moose. It makes a lot of sense. And we're only getting 2 triggers on the yak, and we're only getting a 1/1 buff out of our moose. It's really early to have a moose out there, though. That's what I'm focusing on. I'm choosing to focus on the positive right now. Plus, we're going to be, like, in the ultimate losers bracket, so I'm not saying that means we got it sewn up. I'm just saying it could be worse. Something that spawns other things. Pass me on this one. I thought about it, but pass me. Pass me. Give me something that spawns other things, please. They don't exist. Okay, it's still good, and you know what? Our moose buff is not bad, but I was not paying attention to it at all. We basically just got lucky to get a 2/2 out of it. More moose, more meese would be nice. These were automatic. Now, round 5, more moose, please. I think we must embrace... This is a very delicate pivot off of this. A turkey that buffs itself and then gets rolled up. And then... Literally, we're just doing this for stats. We'd love to have something that's... something good that spawns something. Can't be too picky here. Okay, in this situation, I think I'm willing to run this and not roll because I'm scared of what it would do to the moose. We really need like a fly chicken. You flies want some chicken? You ever see Corky Romano? Yeah, that was bad. But, like, we still have a decent scaffolding in here. Take this. Don't worry about a level 3 yak. It's much more important. I forgot I could just pill you to get stats on you. You're like an early shark, brother. Check it out now. Early shark, brother. Check it out now. You know what I'm talking about? Anyone here like the Chemical Brothers? Is that a Chemical Brothers joint? That seems like a Chemical Brothers joint. Horrendous options here. I'm actually going to sell to get a level 2 turkey, which doesn't even make sense. You don't have to unfreeze. I think we're washed. I think we're cut and dried like a cheap haircut at the mall. Hold. Hold. Okay, we lived. On 2 wins, we lived to fight another day. Bro, give me something that spawns something. Fly. Necessary. Also, you have to go. But it's got to be like, you here, sell me, fly me, moose me, roll me, freeze anything half decent, roll again. I really don't think it matters. I'm going to put garlic on a fly. I know it's like so unlikely to matter, but if the fly and the turkey could level up, and the moose, if everything on our squad could level up before any of our opponents get any better at all, the world is our oyster, man. We made it to 3. We're really fighting back uphill here. That's a big one. Pill me. It's going to summon a fly. That's a strong fly, brother. Stronger than the fly. I don't think we run T-Rex. I think we're building a spawning team. But it would be nice to have Death Touch, and obviously these are just good for the moose. Okay, you need this. We're going to sell and buy one other thing. I would literally accept this shop as it stands, add Death Touch to the situation, end with 1 excess gold. My temptation is, of course, to pill you, but we can wait on that for a minute. Strong lad. Still quite a strong lad. My squad! Oh, 3 wins. Well, a 3 and a 10. We could do better. Horses. Very, very interesting, these horses in the early to mid-game. We're washed. I think that's the way we have to lay him out. I'll be like a shy cucumber. We've all been there. George Costanza, I was in the pool! There was an order that would save us, but we would have had to soul read them. And then a 2-3 is very valuable here. No levels? Are you frickin' kidding me? That's all we needed. Don't buff a mouse. Thank you, thank you. Okay, very valuable. Give me a 4-1 at the front, and then the rest in descending order of goodness. Level up the horse, get a sheep, sell 2 mice, feed them the apples from the mice to the sheep, and we're going crazy mode. I really thought we were going to win that one, but it's okay. Well, instead we'll level the mouse. Surprising. I would throw a camel into the situation in a heartbeat. Sucks to lose the meat by selling the mouse, though. We don't have to lose the meat. What are you talking about? Buy the camel. Buy the meat. Sell the mouse. Buff the camel. I just throw an elephant in position 1 for now. I don't really think the elephant is mission critical, but to get the guaranteed trigger is kind of nice. And a 4-5 for 1 turn is no joke in and of itself. Okay, now we got something we can hang our hats on in the mid-game. I'm just going to buff you. And while you're here, brother, go ahead and take some meat on me. If you could kill a strong unit and let our camel feast on the weakness behind, that would be fantastic. I'm not saying that's how it went down, but it kind of felt like that's how it went down. And we can run this till we get like a Triceratops later. Seems valuable. Seems valuable. Sell me. Buy me. Obviously, garlic plays a role here, but also obviously skunks go crazy. I think camel with meat is okay. Tell me I'm wrong. Why are we buffing a horse instead of a skunk? What is this, amateur hour? If anything, we should have garlic on the horse if the horse is going to be there, which means we should have garlic on a skunk. I know, it's a little twisted. Put meat on you for now. My rule with meat right now, and I don't always follow it, but my rule with meat right now is like, if you're winning, then we buy meat. Oh. Because that helps you win more faster. It's just a general rule. Don't think too hard about it. You gotta go, but I need something to work with you. And I don't think it's gonna be a rooster this time. I could just buy another one of you. I could just level you up. That's like extremely lucky. I would be thrilled to add a lion into the ecosystem temporarily. Not really worried about the horse leveling. Holy cow, a panda being level 2, giving all of its stats to a camel. It's an interesting thing to think about, at least. You don't get that many opportunities to do that on the shop. We'll take those. That's 5 wins, still got 5 life. So I think you're gone. Yeah, we're not going to sell a skunk. Nobody really needs anything else. So that's, thank you for finally existing. Sure, wouldn't mind. And remember, I don't think we even need another, like a panda to level here. I think we're operating on a different level right now. Our time scale is wildly divergent. We still win these. After all the zaniness, we still win these. Important. Important. Chocolate would go insane right now. So many flavors, and you choose to be salty. You know, we're actually looking for Triceratops now. Triceratops is the play. I remember now. Very nice. This is going much smoother than I would have expected. No Triceratops. Chili pepper could kind of go crazy too. For sure. Not interested. Chocolate Triceratops. I am just going to call it. I'm going to say the time is now. I'm going to say you had your chance. You know what? You shouldn't do it. You should sell the lion first. Yes. Okay, freeze me. Okay, right there. Maybe level 2 camel buffing the Triceratops makes more sense. Or maybe like, we got to figure out what the camel's going to buff. They got their own huge camel. It's big enough to cause me problems. That's fine. Remember, we're in winner's bracket, man. Like, we're going up against the best teams in the game right now. You're going to need this. Even though it isn't a level yet, we're going to need that on you. Yeah. No garlic. Roll me. Roll me. Huge. We can afford for this round to not be a win. We level the Triceratops. The elephant's going to hit it 3 times. It's probably going to die after it hits it 3 times, but imagine if one day it didn't. Almost put it on a camel by accident. So you're going to give 6/6. Good lord. Now, you don't have to be here anymore. Lynx is great for sniping equipment, but I can't help but feel like we can do a little bit better. I don't know if this is a little bit better, but if stats are the name of the game, this is a big one for us. We got 3 lives to make this happen. Got a level 2 Triceratops would hit this, or level 2 Tyrannosaurus would hit the spot. We got Dinosaur Squad. One day, mark my words, that elephant's gonna live to attack twice, and then it's all over for them. I'm sorry to the camel, but we're operating on a different level now. Maybe now you could go twice. I know you don't have a lot of HP. So you could still get killed by 1 large unit, but it is what it is. If anything, I think we could also put a melon on a skunk. I really should have taken the opportunity to level the skunk at some point, but it's round 13. Double T-Rex. That's just rude. You don't need me to tell you that that's rude. We're now on 1 life. That hurts. That's all I got to say about that. How about a quick little polar bear? Come on, come on. It's a good run, dude. It's a good run. They're good runs, Bront. You're a 50-50 up at the front with the most psychotic squad I've ever seen. That tears it. I'm never going elephant again. I'll go elephant camel for a bit, but I'm not trying to force that Triceratops again. Maybe on a donut weekly, but this weekly I don't buy it. Either way, dude, we got a 10-piece in this one. Don't let it distract you from the fact that we got a 10-piece with the Highland Cow. Thanks for watching. Click the like button if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. See ya!